So you're saying the leaner I am, the bitchier I get? Damn right I am. Boom! Hey everybody, what's going on? So I wanted to talk about blood sugar and getting lean. Now, I'm not going to say I was overweight, but I was a bit chunkier than I usually am. I was around 220, 225. And that's when I actually really liked intermittent fasting. I even wrote a book called Performance Fasting, which I'm going to link down below, which was a way to basically perform optimally while getting all the benefits of fasting, at least in my opinion, without the performance downsides of fasting. Now, I noticed that as I did the diet, I got leaner and leaner and leaner. I have a naturally fast metabolism. And instead of getting easier, I found that the leaner I became, the harder the diet became. Whereas most people, when they fast, it becomes easier and better, and their brain kind of turns on and they reach this kind of metaphysical level of enlightenment where they can really understand things. They're thinking clearly. But all I was thinking about was hot dogs and, pork chops and cake and pie. And I just wanted food I never craved before. And I was also kind of like, I'd have these manic episodes. My energy was up. And then I'd have these kind of down episodes where I was just tired. And I felt hypoglycemic, which is weird because when you're fasting, well, your blood sugar should be controlled and low, right? You're not going to have any insulin spikes or anything. So as I think back, I also looked up some of the old data from books I wrote. I wrote a lot of books that utilized the glycemic index when that was a thing back in the day and insulin control, such as the Game Over Cut diet with Chuck Rudolph and Derek Charleboy, such as the CHA, Carbohydrate Haters Anonymous diet. I've written a lot of books from the Drop Factor book, et cetera, et cetera. And basically, if you even look at John Berardi's stuff, you'll notice that the leaner you are, the higher your insulin sensitivity. So generally speaking, when you're really lean, for most people, that's like 12% body fat. You still have a good amount of body fat for your body to derive stored energy from. But let's say that you get into contest prep mode, and you'll see contest prep people, they're usually angry, they're usually moody, they're usually tired, and you'll notice that when they miss a meal, it is like they want to kill somebody. Whereas a lot of people I work with, while they're not fat, they're still around 12 to 20% body fat, so they have energy stored. Fat is simply stored energy. When you're contest lean, I'm talking 8% and under, you are in a state of survival. What I have found as I was prepping for the Tampa Pro before I got rhabdo, that my blood sugar, no matter what I did, was all over the damn place. My blood sugar was up, my blood sugar was down. I either had all the energy in the world or I just wanted to crash and die. And that is because we lack the data on contest prep individuals and insulin sensitivity and blood glucose and all that good stuff. Is that what happens is your body fat is so low that once you run out of glucose circulating in your bloodstream, and also your calories are low, so even though your fat is high, your body's going to burn through those ketones and ketosis. Your body goes into survival mode. And what happens when you lack energy, you lack any dietary fat, any systemic fat? What happens is your body's going to have an evolutionary mechanism to shut down and to not want to move much. And then you feed yourself, and there's a couple things that can happen. One is your insulin spikes and your pancreas dumps and you want to take a nap. The other is your body thinks to itself, holy shit, we just killed a woolly mammoth. It's time to go fuck something. That's what your body's thinking. So it's evolutionary. Again, there's very little data on contest prep dieters. I believe Dr. Guillermo has done a lot of current data on dieting and contest prep, but we haven't had any really intricate studies on blood glucose and contest prep. So as you get lean, and you look at the guys like Kino Body, who I love, I spent some time with him in Florida. He's extremely lean. He's in extremely good shape, but he get by with fasting because his body is adapted to fasting, and his body is adapted to a pretty low calorie level. And also, while he's lean, he's not absolutely shredded. So what will happen is if he got even leaner, I think he'd find that holy shit. But I think his body is so used to being so lean, it stays at that level of leanness. And that's how he maintains his energy, his performance, and that year-round shredded look, right? But it's not contest shredded. So what I'm getting at is if you're getting ready for a show, you might be able to implement and utilize some form of fasting like my performance fasting book. But what will happen is as you get closer to the show, it's going to become more and more difficult for your body to utilize its stored energy to provide you with any substrate to fast with. So it's fascinating, but know that you're not abnormal. The leaner you get, and I speak from experience, the harder it is to go without meals for an extended period of time. I was having to eat every 2 hours just to avoid being a cranky bitch. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Have you been that lean? Do you notice the same thing? Comment down below. I know this is a very niche video. This will get very low views. Don't care. I like talking about it. Another thing is if you're looking at blood glucose control, if you want that insulin sensitivity, you want the health, you want the decreased hunger reduction, you want the decrease in fasting insulin, we have Nutrient Driver from MTS Nutrition. I'll link it down below. It's the best insulin mimetic glucose disposal agent ever created. Once again, it's Nutrient Driver. Buy all your supplements from tigerfitness.com because I got bills to pay and because I do my best to earn your business by putting out this free information. And we have the best service and the best website ever created. That's that. Anyway, guys, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell, and remember, that's not a game.
Training intensity is everything. If you want to build muscle, if you want to get better, if you want to go hard, you need to train intense. A lot of pre-workouts, they get you intense. But then what happens? You crash. A lot of pre-workouts, they give you the pump, but then what happens? It wears off. A lot of pre-workouts, they'll give you all that stuff, but it doesn't add to your endurance. I want to be able to lift heavy. I want to be able to feel the pump. I want veins bulging from every single part of my body. I want to lift heavier weights every single time. I want to run farther. I want to run faster. I want to push harder, and I want to get bigger, stronger, and faster. And that's why I created Clash 3D. This pre-workout is next level, featuring 3D Pump, Vasodrive AP, and a lot of other epic ingredients. Guys, this is the pre-workout that you need to take your workouts and your performance and your physique to the next level.